Today, we live in a world where most people exchange their time for money. The idea of controlling time is complex. To be as effective as possible in a manner that is efficient as possible begs the question, is it possible to master time? There are many factors that can be taken into consideration when discussing time. But the main one I want to focus on as of right now is mindset. To be able to sit with yourself and read a book and focus and control your attitude, just to be able to sit still with yourself and be able to craft and focus on you to become a superior individual as a whole, you have to learn to sit with yourself. Essentially, it is trial and error. You have to comfort yourself when you are down. You have to uplift yourself when no one else is around. Basically, to master your mind is the same thing as mastering time. So it lines as in one is bettering yourself as a whole comes with controlling time. So to set a goal, to complete the goal, to see it through, that's what it means to control time. Especially on those days when you don't want to do anything, those days when it's rough and it's dark out and it's cold and you feel tired, that's when you gotta go and perform the best. That's when you're gonna do the most, because that's what makes you who you are. And if you're not doing that when it's time, then you're not gonna make it. When you're on your way up, you will feel a rise, but you will not be satisfied with the small successes. So you have to learn to train your mind to focus on the small successes and take each individual goal and break it down as an algorithm, as a code, because your brain understands it as in one way. You have to take it and break it down, decipher it into each step by step. How am I going to do this? Step 1, step 2, all the way up until step 1 million, and you've done it and you can celebrate it. There's going to be a lot of people along the way who will tell you that they're your friends and tell you that they're close with you, but really they just want to take what's yours. They're going to try to knock you off, so you got to keep your head on right. You got to know who's around you and who is solid. You got to remain the one ahead above the rest. You got to remain superior. You got to isolate yourself in your mind to grow stronger and to be capable of great things. You have to take it one step at a time, because if you focus on one task at hand and you set a time limit and you get the goal done, then you can focus on another thing. Boom, you've done 3 things. Other people haven't even figured it out because they're looking at the whole picture. They're looking at the elephant that they have to eat when you've already took one bite. You take one bite, you tackle one task, and it's done. You can move on to the next. When you've already started and finished and started and finished and started and finished, other people are still figuring out how to get started. So that's what puts you ahead. That's what makes you early. That's what puts you on time. It is never too late to get started. However, there is an advantage to being ahead. If you start sooner, then you are already ahead. You have a lot more experience and you can do a lot more than you would have done if you had started later. If you start one day and you decide to keep going and keep going and keep going, 100 days down the road, the person who is just now starting, you are about an advantage ahead of them. You have 100 days over where they have. And if they go for 5 days and you're at 105 and they quit, that means they have to restart. That's what sets people behind, is this mindset of, oh, maybe I should have, or I can't, or maybe I will, but I don't know how. That's what puts people behind. That's what sets you apart, is you're not like that. You are capable of seeing a task through to the end and completion. That's what makes you a master of yourself. That's what makes you capable of mastering time, because I know you can control time.